Okay, guys, so let's try another one on this first section of the homework. Let's go to number 7. The original is 48. The new is 60. And what we need to remember is the question itself. The question is, what percent, and it's increase or decrease. Increase, decrease. Okay, so that's the question. What percent increase or decrease do we have? So the original is 48. Now keep in mind, original is always the of part on our notes. Original is the original price is always the of part of our notes, the total price. So when I set up this proportion on number 7, the original is 48. And the new price is 60. So what happened from 48 to 60? It increased. Now, the thing is, I'm looking for that increase. But I'm not just looking for the increase in terms of dollars, because I know that the increase, how much was it from 48 to 60? How much was it? It was a $12 increase. But they're not asking for the increase in dollars. They're saying what percent increase was it? So the thing is, you have to go back to your notes, and you have to do the 100 and the what percent you don't know. That's what you're trying to find out. We already know it's a decrease, but we're trying to find out what it is. And we know that it increased by $12. So I put the 12 up there because the increase, the increase is the is part of the original price. And we want to find out what percent it is. So you could do cross multiplication with this guy, or you could reduce and then cross multiply. It makes it a little easier. 12 over 48 becomes 1 over 4. So when you cross multiply, you're going to end up with 1 times 100 equals 4 times x. So that's really 100 equals 4x, which means that x equals 25. Because if you have 100 equals 4x and then you divide both sides by 4, you're going to get x equals 25. So what we just found right here is the percent increase. So number 7, it's really a 25% increase. 25% increase is the answer. 25% increase in price. Let's move on to the second section. It says find the total price of each item. So, ladies and gentlemen, different states have different tax prices. If you go to the store and you want to buy some shoes that are $100, guess how much you're going to pay at the register? You're going to pay $107.50 because California taxes are 7.5%. True story. Okay? Now, if you go to Arizona, I believe it's like 6%. It's cheaper, right? So you pay cheaper taxes. If you go to Minnesota and you buy some shoes, guess what the taxes are there? 0. Yeah, unbelievable. I was on vacation. And I went shopping, and a beanie that cost $19.99. I gave him a $20 bill. They gave me a penny back. Right? There is no sales tax on clothes in Minnesota. I don't know why, but that makes me want to go over there again. Anyway, right here we have different tax rates, ladies and gentlemen, on your homework. So if we take a look at, let's say a $69 dress. Yeah. So let's say you're in Arizona because they have a cheaper sales tax than we do. You want to buy a dress. I mean, not if you're a guy. I mean, unless for your girlfriend, whatever. So anyways, you want to buy a dress. It costs $69. You have $70 in your pocket. You want to find out if you can actually afford this dress. How much are they going to charge you at the register? Well, you have to figure out with the sales tax. Guys, please pay attention. Like I said, this is important, not for the Quiz Friday, but for you not getting ripped off at the stores. So, how do you do this? You're going to set up is over of equals percent over 100. So you're going to have your proportion, fractions equal to each other. The original price is $69. So you put that on the of part, the original price. Now, 5%, that's 5 over 100. Now, what we're trying to find here is X. This is going to be the amount of taxes that we pay for this $69 dress. So how do you do that? You're going to have to cross multiply. you're going to have 100 times x equals 69 times 5. That's going to be 345. Yeah? And then you'd have to divide by 100. Dividing by 100 is pretty easy. You just move the decimal place over 2 spots. So your taxes are going to be $3.45. So your $69 dress is really going to cost you $72.45. True story. So you guys need to know this. Now, once again, if you're going to be buying something at the store, I'm pretty sure you're not going to tell the guy at the register, hey, could I borrow some paper and pencil so I could set up a proportion? That's not the way it's going to work. You're going to get your calculator on your cell phone, and you're going to, let me show you the shortcut so you could avoid all of this algebra. You guys listening? Instead of talking? So you're going to take the $69 and you're going to hit the times button on your calculator. Now remember, your calculator does decimals. It doesn't do percents. So what could you multiply it by? None. Remember, you have to convert this by moving it 2 spaces over. So it's going to be 0.05. And if you hit 0.05, 69 times 0.05, it gives you the $3.45 tax rate. Or $3.45 that you're going to get taxed on. Does that make sense? Okay, now, you guys want to see a cool trick? Now, the fact is, when you are calculating your price, you had to calculate with algebra the taxes. You could do it with the calculator and get your taxes, but you still have to add it back to the original price, right? So let me show you a trick. You could, on your calculator, go 69 times. Now, if I happen to throw, let's go back to the actual work here we did on the calculator. If I go 69 times 0.05, that's 5%, I know that I get this tax rate. But if I wanted to include the original 69, I could put a 1 right in front of my decimal. Because 69 times 1 is 69. So by you throwing a 1 right in front of your decimal, it kind of adds your original price with your tax rate, and it'll add it together. Go ahead and do 69 times 1.05. It gives you the final price with taxes included. Isn't that cool? So when you are at a store, now let's look for one from California. Let's see, is there any 7.5? There's 7, yeah there is. These concert tickets are in California because this is the California rate on sales tax. So like let's say you wanted to find the sales tax. Oh, what's the question here first of all? What's it asking? But it says find the total price. Okay. So we're going to multiply 48 with the calculator times what? Now, if you move this decimal place over 2 times, it's going to be a 0.075. Now, if I hit equal, that's only going to give me my taxes that I still need to add to 48. So if I wanted to do all the work, let me put a 1 right in front of the decimal and say 48 times 1.075. Then you have your total final price, $51.06. Make sense? So this multiplying with the 1 in front, that's only an option. So when you're at the stores and you want to get your final price as quickly as possible, take your original, multiply by the tax rate, which is going to be 0.075, but if you put a 1 in front, it'll calculate the tax price included.
And you have to put a 0?
The trick is, once again, to convert your percent, because your calculator doesn't do percent, to a decimal by moving it over 2 spots. So you have to fill in that blank spot with the 0. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, the adding of 1, the putting a 1 in front of your decimal, that's just an option. I mean, you're supposed to find the tax on this total price based on the tax. So with your calculator, you would go 14.50 times, you have to move it over 2 spots. So that's going to be 0.07. 7% as a decimal is 0.07. So with your calculator, if you go 1450 times 0.07, what do you get? Help me out here, guys. 1450 times 0.07, what do we get? 1.015. So when it comes to taxes, the 5 is going to make it round up to a 2. So that's going to be $1.02 that you need to slap on to your price of $14.50, right? Again, to avoid this part of adding $1.02 to $14.50 and getting your final answer of $15.52, to avoid that, you could go back and when you're multiplying $14.50 times 0.07, put a 1 right in front of it, and that'll include the original price. So that's just a shortcut. Technically, you're supposed to find the tax and then add your tax to your original price to get your final price. Now we're going to continue with this. This is homework. Now this next section is also slightly different. It says find the discounted price of each item. So on number 17, you have a backpack that's $56.25. I mean, what you're supposed to do using proportions in algebra is put the original price on the of. The 20 goes up here on 20%, and you need to know, or you need to find what is the discount. What is the actual dollar amount you get to subtract from 56.25? But instead of going through all that, what you could do with the calculator is go 56.25 and multiply it by what? 0.20. So you move it over 2 decimal places, it'll be 0.20. So with the calculator, please go 56.25 times 0.20. And what do we get?
11.25.
You get 11.25. Now, does that mean that your backpack is going to cost $11.25? No, we found the discount, the 25% discount. So what you still need to do is go back to the 56.25 and subtract $11.25 from it. So if you go 56.25 and subtract 11.25 from it, well, then it's going to cancel out. It's going to be 0, 0. You get 45 bucks. So a 20% discount on a $56.25 backpack ends up being $45. Now, of course, that's only the discount and that's only the price. If you were in a real store, you'd still have to calculate taxes, unfortunately. So you'd still have to multiply the 45 times 0.075 to get the California tax rate of 7.5%.